My people, 2 videos in 1 day on a roll. Make sure you guys check out redhillcutlery.com for all your knife purchasing needs. And my buddies on YouTube, Satu Dave, Timbo437, and My Bad Adventures. Make sure you hit the like button right down there. It'd be much appreciated. And if you do, you automatically be entered to win a crisp high five. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find the info to do so in the description. All donations will be used 100% for Knives for content. Or if you're interested, hit the link for Patreon and see what we got going on there. Also, I have a 500 subscriber giveaway going on. I am sitting roughly at 440 subscribers. So once we get to 500, I will draw that. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you check that out too. Also, I want to give a special thanks to the patrons because they are the reason I'm able to do this. Jeremy, Thomas, Tom, and David, thank you all very much. And the rest of the channel thanks you as well. Today, this is the second video for the day, but I wanted to get this out of the way because I thought it would be a neat topic to talk about. So every Christmas, during the holidays, Walmart and other stores, but Walmart in particular, comes out with these gift packs of pocket knives of various brands and stuff like that. This one's available all the time. The only reason I got this one is because it has an Axis style lock. Anyway, I just was curious because I've never bought them because I kind of knew that they were dumpster fire knives, but I wanted to see if any of them, out of any of these, was even worth having or using. Now, they are not using very good steels. These are using 3CR, which should not even be a thing. I'm not sure what this one is. It says stainless steel, so I'm going to guess it's going to be the 3CR as well. This one, these here, are a slight bump up using 7CR. Which, Jesus Christ, man, come on. Just use 9CR, which isn't great either, but it's still vastly better than these choices. All right, we're going to start out with this. I've pre-opened all these, because if not, it would take 12 years to look at. I'm going to raise the camera up just a smidge. All right, so I've seen other people, or other YouTubers talking about this Axis style Ozark trail knife, and I wanted to, oh, that was terrible. I wanted to see what it was all about, if it was any good at all. We know as a cutting tool, the edge retention on all these is going to be abysmal. But for a $5 knife, I wanted to see if it was even worth getting just to toss in your toolbox or something. So we have a small, what's the length of the blade? 3-inch blade, recurve. Believe it or not, it's a hollow grind. On nylon washers, I'm sure. Steel internals here. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. It's cold as balls out here, so it's hard to keep my nose and throat clean here. Deep carry pocket clip, which, believe it or not, is inset into the plastic handle, and it is very plastic. Action is terrible. There's actually no wiggle whatsoever as far as the blade goes. It'll slow roll. And you can just about sling it open. I don't know. I guess for something just to toss in your toolbox, it's an option for $5. Honestly, I guess that's not awful. Moving on, because we got a lot to go through here. We're going to start out here with the slip joints. I'm just going to get all 3 of them out. Actually, 2 of them are slip joints. This one looks like a liner lock. All right, toss this shit to the side. We're going to start with the liner lock here. Tiny, tiny little 1-inch blade. I'm or 1.5 inch blade or so. Let's see. Yeah, 1 5/8, so that'll be legal pretty much everywhere on planet Earth, except for the lock. So, no pocket clip. It's going to be a keychain style. Looks like you can use that as a little pry tool. 3CR. Yep, nylon washers. Butter knife dull. It does, for some reason, have... Ooh. Yeah, so I guess for a little keychain knife, not awful, but not great either. Kershaw does have models that are actually quite excellent. And actually, here lately, they've been doing even better by using a lot of D2 and stuff. Alright, next one, slip joint. That doesn't want to fucking slip. Excuse my language. Okay, this one doesn't even want to close. Oh, that's because I'm an idiot. It's a lockback. Well, look at there. I'm an idiot. Alright, so it is a locking knife. Also dull. Couple inch blade. What's it say? 2.375 inches. No pocket clip again. Absolutely terrible screws on the pivot. This one looks like it's a T6. This one here is a flathead that is not remotely close to being lined up with the scale there. Anyway, look at the grind on that, the grind lines on that. Alright, I don't like this one at all. We're going to put that up here. This one, for what it is, I guess it's not awful. So we're going to put that right there. The ones I absolutely hate are going to go up there. I'm going to put this one here. Anyway, alright, now this one is a slip joint. Looks like it has brass or brass colored liners, plastic handle. The blade is actually big enough to at least be useful. You know what? That one's actually sharp. Grind lines are wonky as heck again. Not very good ergonomics. Again, slip joints aren't my favorite, but I don't have anything against them. This is pin construction. There is no screws whatsoever anywhere on this knife. And because of that, I'm going to put that up into the hate it column. Alright, assisted opening. I'll get all these out as well. I am absolutely not a fan of assisted opening knives at all. And yet, some of Kershaw's best knives that they have ever made, the Blur and the Leak, are assisted. I do like the Blur and the Leak, but man, I wish, and the Link as well, L-I-N-K. Excellent knife as well. Alright, snappy opening, not too bad. Flipper only, liner lock, no milling on the inside. Looks like the liner is screwed to the scale from the inside. So if you was to disassemble this, you would get the plastic scale and the liner at the same time. We have a deep carry pocket clip. You know what? This wouldn't be a bad first knife for a kid. Let's say 12 and above. That's just my opinion. Ergos are not bad, but the pocket clip makes it not great either. So, tackle box knife for sure. Next one. Holy crap, that was awful. Also assisted, the whole pack is. Inset deep carry. That's a little bit better. This is plastic, but it kind of feels like G10. We have a T8 pivot, that's better. T6 rest of the way. Painted blade, that is not DLC. Let's see how the thumb stud works. Not very well. Reverse flick is not bad. Ergos are better. another one that can go in the toolbox. All right, now this little guy, not a deep carry clip, flipper and thumb stud, hollow grind with terrible grind lines as far as the edge goes. My daughter saw this one and was like, oh, that's cute, so I'll probably give this to her. Hate it. Sorry. So we got 4 here that are passable as cutting tools. Haven't gotten to any that are even worth putting in the pocket. Alright. Next, we have the, it's like a pear frame. This is a frame lock with a tip-down carry clip. Nylon washers. Very hard to get. Oh, it's a friggin' Tanto, too. Look at there. Man, I feel tactical already. Yeah, pear frame is a knife that's been around a really long time, and they have sold a billion of them. So I don't understand why. I hate it. I'm not even going to talk anymore about that one. The shard here, this little tool, has been around for quite a while, and I used to carry one on my keychain before I knew anything about what a good knife was and what a good knife wasn't. These are all honestly not that bad as a pry tool or a bottle opener. As far as that screwdriver, that Phillips goes, that is not very useful at all. I have tried to use it. It sucks. But as a little pry tool, it's not awful. So we'll put that in there. Now the last one is the one I've been saving for last, because in theory this should be the better knife out of all of these. It has an aluminum handle, liner lock, tip down for no reason at all, inset liner lock, and we have actual T6 hardware all the way around, looks like. Maybe that's a T7 or 8. That wasn't awful. 7CR steel again. It does have like a bead blast finish on it. Actually feels really good in hand. Kind of useful jimping, looks like. Out of all these, it's probably the best one, but it's not great either. Ultimately, you have to ask yourself if... So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 knives for 60 bucks, basically. 65 bucks. Out of all of them, I think these two, believe it or not, this one here, are the only ones useful in any way. Maybe these two assisted larger ones. But is it worth the 60 bucks for all these? None of these are worth much standalone. This also has nylon washers and quite large ones as well. No wiggle really in the pivot. I'll tell you what, if they would have put this clip as a tip-up carry, made it at least 9CR MOV, this would be a good $20 knife. As it stands right now, it's not great. But I guess the good news is I have all kinds of knives here just to toss into the giveaways and give to you guys. And you can do what you wish with them. You can give them to kids who need a first knife, or you can give them to friends who ask to use a knife and you don't want to give them anything worth really using, or so they don't mess it up, you know, one of your good knives or something like that. Or you want to introduce somebody into the knife game, which would be a horrible thing for you to do as a friend, but you know, if that's what you want to do. Anyway, guys, hope you found this informative, because I know everybody has a Walmart. I know you guys have probably seen these. Hopefully I saved you from wasting your money. Maybe these two, and maybe these two. And the shard isn't awful. And this would be alright, I guess, on a keychain. If you had to carry something on your keychain. But make sure you guys hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Please do not waste your money on these knives. If you're going to spend the $22, $23 that each one of those packs cost, I would go with the Gerber, just because this is the... I never thought I'd say that, but just because out of these, it's the best one, in my opinion. These would be great first knives for a teenager or a kid. But other than that, they're just not worth it, in my opinion. Not even just for 20 bucks. Now this for $5 is... I mean, for $5, come on. That's not awful. I'll actually probably throw this in my kayak. I want to see how well it holds up to as being stainless, but I'll throw this in my kayak after I oil the hell out of it, and I'll use it in that. Alright guys, y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Talk to you later.